Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome to a special edition of the Coastal Bros. And as you see, it's NBA time. Yes, for you basketball lovers, NBA is back. Didn't think we are gonna miss out on NBA opening night tonight.
Yes, sir.
We got the defending Milwaukee Bucks taking on who are they opening up with? I forgot already. Bad me.
If I'm not mistaken,
Let me
Pelicans
look.
Philly, I believe.
It's on TNT, and it was a bad by me. I should have had this pulled up. I know it's Lakers Warriors, and that's a good game.
I
Oh,
know
excuse me.
I
I
know it's
can't say
Nuggets
Lakers Warriors.
Suns.
So tonight, tonight is
Yeah.
only two games and two NT. It's the Brooklyn Nets versus the Milwaukee Bucks, and
Yes.
then followed by that other team down the hallway and the Golden State Warriors. Yes, I will not reference anymore to that other team down the hallway. Right or wrong? I can't wait to get out of that building. That Inglewood building is going to look sweet. It's going to be
Man,
nice.
all I remember is I don't know if that was a practice floor or the actual floor. I just remember, I believe they were on the second floor. And then there's the huge window that overlooks the city. I'm like, imagine if that's like their live game floor. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not, but dude, that
But
would be like so funny.
do you see how many screens are supposed to be on the outside of the building?
I haven't
It's
even seen the outside. I just saw that part of the inside. I'm like,
so there's a bunch of outside. I've seen screens of the pictures, and it's like I don't even want to go. I don't have to even go inside. I'll just kick back outside and watch the game. So, but all right. We are going to celebrate the 75th year anniversary of the NBA. So the 75-year celebration is going to be pretty big.
yeah,
But, however, I didn't want to let you. I didn't tell you this in our pregame meeting because I don't want you. I wanted to surprise you. But being this is a basketball episode, right?
mm-hmm.
I give you about 5 minutes to talk about your newly crowned WNBA Chicago Sky over the weekend.
Yeah.
Since we never really get a lot of people don't really, I mean, just the WNBA. I like it. You like it. I know there's people out there that like it. It's the NBA special, but it
Okay.
didn't have to be just NBA. Talk a little bit about because you private grouped me earlier. Like, I can't believe it. Turn it on. Candace Parker, my girl, about to win the championship. She did.
All right.
Against against the Griner. So
I'll start with
I'm gonna give
this.
you 5 minutes. You got it. Let's go.
Okay. I'll start with this. Oh, really? You rubbing it in with the Cokes, even though I don't know you pack? Are we going there already? Oh, that's cold blooded. Okay. Anyway, for starters, we got to start with Kobe Bryant. And I already think, well, wait, how does Kobe Bryant go to WNBA? Okay. Some years ago, Kobe Bryant nicknamed Diana Taurasi as the white mom. And I got to say, I always disagreed with that. But over the years, that girl, that woman is a beast. And it's funny because I've always told you and other people, these women shoot better than the men. And I mean, if we really want to get technical, we saw a woman in Space Jam 2 practice outshoot LeBron James from the three. So let's just start there, okay? These women are no joke, okay? To see Candace Parker, 17th year, take on Brittany, okay, in the finals is both my two of my favorite players get to go head to head, and I was just in awe. I didn't get to see game 2, family, stuff I had to do with my family. So getting to see the girls just play real basketball without dunking, mind you, screens, checks, charges. These girls play real defense. We don't have to worry about a soft league compared to the NBA and their new rules where everybody's got to score at least 120. These girls play real basketball. And now to talk about the Sky. They were 16-16 and second in the East. Okay. And like I said, he caught me off cut for otherwise I would have had a few more stats, but my favorite one was Candace Parker getting that second title. And as she's in full of tears and she's thanking people, the second name she mentions was Miss Pat Summitt. I don't know if you guys realize she was the Gino of college female basketball. If you guys know Gino from UConn, he only goes undefeated every other year. I think this was the first time in like 8 years where he had two seasons back to back where he had a loss on the record. Okay. Diana Taurasi, Brittany Griner, Candace Parker. And I didn't even mention the finals MVP in Copper, okay? Copper was a player who was considered the talent and skill level wasn't considered all the way there when she was drafted. They said that she's a great hustler on the floor, but her skill set wasn't there. Candace Parker got with her and said, no, I see much more than that. So she started to see much more than that in herself. And we all saw this Kawhi-ish type female player, dominant on the defensive end, huge hands for a woman, long arms, great at stealing the ball. When you got that with Candace Parker's playing in the paint, and then you got a point guard who plays like Sue Bird but ain't Sue Bird, I mean, anyway, you got to absolutely love the WNBA. The shooting is real. The only thing I'm hoping that they do that's different from the NBA, they add not necessarily a 4-point line, but add a 4-point line. Do something that the NBA won't do. The NBA is not going to add a 4-point circle like the Big Three, which I love, by the way. And they got to be completely unique and separate. We already know that the women are allowed to play real defense, something that the men aren't allowed to do anymore. Let's add a 4-point line. Let that 3-point line from college from women's stay the same. Add an NBA 3-point line to the women's game for a 4-point play. Let them get it. Let's add some more excitement to the WNBA that the NBA is not doing. And that's where I'll leave you. Congratulations to the Chicago Sky. You guys, I mean, outplaying Phoenix like that when you guys were a 16-16 team and just said, you know what, this is ours to get. Congratulations to you all. Joey Two Wallets has always been a fan and going to stay a fan.
There you go. So, like I said, by the way, 13 years for Candace Parker. She was drafted in 2008 with my Sparks. Let her go this year, and what happens? She won the championship. But, yeah, it was all around. Congratulations. So, speaking of which, so let's get to some NBA. New faces in new places. And we're going to start off with that other team in Chicago that might actually scare your Heat and the Bucks and actually do something this year, adding not only Lonzo Ball, but DeMar DeRozan to go with Zach LaVine. It's not a huge, big name 3, but it might be a fundamental 3.
But they got a big 4, though.
Well, yeah. Yeah, they have that extra guy.
From Orlando, from your backyard.
Yeah. So, why don't you talk a little bit about the Bulls real quick? Go ahead. What you got?
Okay. So, the Bulls look like they're about to be a run and gun offense, which fits Lonzo Ball. You add a mid-range scorer, a athletic type. You already have a three-point shooter, and now you got somebody in the post. Chicago is guaranteed a playoff spot from, let's see, 9 all the way up. They're guaranteed at least a playoff spot. So that being said, I'm looking for Lonzo Ball to average 9+ assists this year. And I would actually have to double check and see what he did last season, because I know he didn't do 9. If I'm not mistaken, he was closer to 4.5.
Well, they're. I think they can finish mid. I think they can finish possibly 5, maybe 4th best team in the East, depending on the Sixers situation and the Nets situation. What's going on with that? So I like them. I like them possibly contending with the team we'll start next with. At the same time, I'm not sure if they could overtake that team. I'm not talking about the Bucks. I'm talking about your Heat, because your Miami Heat added Kyle Lowry and PJ Tucker to an automatic team with Jimmy Butler. You still got Bam, if I'm not mistaken. And you guys look like you want to make sure, like, just because we're not in the bubble, we want to get back to the finals. So Pat Riley said, all right, I'm going to get you some people. He got you a couple people. I know some people weren't really thrilled about Kyle Lowry, but
I was one of them.
Did you keep the Dragon? Were you able to keep the Dragon?
No, we ended up trading him to Toronto. So here's the thing with the Dragon. If I'm not mistaken, this is not confirmed. I believe he requested a buyout to become a free agent to return to Miami to play with Kyle Lowry. This is unconfirmed. I believe this was always the backyard deal that nobody saw in the back of the building behind the bus. Okay, so here's the other thing. My hero, Duncan, got the money. Okay, Duncan got his 90 mil. He's the best three-point shooter in the NBA as of right now. Yes, and for those people who are about to hate, I'm also a Golden State Warrior fan. My name is Joey Two Wallets, and I'm not going away from that. Yes, he's even better than Steph Curry by the numbers. Here's also another point. You just got Tyler Hero very motivated. Everybody's like, oh, Tyler Hero's not the real deal. People realize that he played 2 guard all his life and then got to the NBA and they said, oh, okay, we're short a man. You got to learn how to play point, because Kendrick Nunn actually was a 2. So now they talk about new faces, new places. Kendrick Nunn, I believe, should be the backup point guard to Russell and the other the Lakers, the other team. But Kendrick Nunn is a 20-point-a-game scorer that apparently nobody knows about. And I'm glad that they brought in Rondo, and then also is going to take his time, is going to be new places, new faces, is going to be oh my goodness, what's his name? The three-point shooter who used to play for Miami. He has the bench three-point shooting record in the NBA as of today.
Well, we'll get with that other team. I'll get to since we're talking about that other team down the hall. They also got Russell Westbrook, Dwight Howard.
Got him back.
Carmelo
should never left.
Got back. Yeah. Carmelo Anthony decided to go play with his buddy.
Can't blame him.
Okay. And by the way, I forgot, Caruso is with the Bulls. That's the guy. That's the guy I was talking about. Yes, we got.
And he balled this preseason. He balled.
Yes. He was. So some of them highlight alley-oop plays that him and Ball were doing were and DeRozan. So yeah, but to get back to the Lakers. Oh, whoops! I meant the other team down the hall. Um, um, look, people are gonna be like, "Oh, LeBron and this and that." Look,
Mhm.
there is not enough basketballs to go with this team to go around. Okay, you have the walking triple double on your team, but you also have the other walking triple double on your team. Who gets the last shot?
Are
Where
you
does
kidding me?
where does I'm just saying? Does Russell Westbrook assist to LeBron? Is that what you're trying to say? Russ
No.
gives the ball to LeBron.
Let me tell you how
Does
this
it,
place goes. Russ brings the ball up, skipping and dribbling as he normally does. He puts two fingers in the air. This indicates that there's going to be two passes in this play. He's going to fake a pass this way, come back to LeBron, who's going to be faked on the wing. He's going to drive to the middle to the free throw line. And guess what? They're going to converge on LeBron because it's LeBron. And guess who's going to be wide open for a mid range jumper, slam, alley oop, or dunk?
Anthony
Davis.
Davis? Davis? I didn't even talk about Davis yet.
Just say you. I'll put it right there for you. How's it going?
But it's
That's
like,
how most of the
but
game is going to go.
how is this team gonna get past the fact that they're older? They didn't get younger. They
You're
got
absolutely,
older.
absolutely right.
Okay. How is
Okay,
this team gonna get past the fact that if the 82 game season is traveling involved, they're not in a bubble.
you're
They're not
right.
down here by me in Orlando. Thank goodness, because I don't want to go through that again.
Okay. And just a few days ago, they picked up Avery Bradley. They need the defense. Okay. So, how does the ball go around? First of all, you're going to have Rajon Rondo run the second unit, which consists of Melo, Bazemore, Bradley, and Dwight Howard, which means dunks all day, open three pointer. And the gentleman I was speaking about earlier is, oh my goodness, he didn't come up. All right. Uh, it's the one, it was the first guy they signed after Malik Monk, but I'm not talking about Malik Monk because he never played for Miami. This is killing me. I asked for the roster and they show Melo, Bazemore, Bradley Davis, and
Did they?
Duke out of bio, that dude who got drafted by Detroit a few years ago. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Wayne Ellington. That's the one. He has the record in the NBA for most three pointers in a season for a bench player. He's 33 years old. He's 6'4, 207. And the dude can still shoot. Can't play no defense, can't run a lot, but the dude can still shoot the three. LA is going to be there. And then if you want the young, athletic, I'm going to dunk on you factor, we have Wayne Ellington. THT, who I was talking to a Lakers fan about 2 years ago. Oh, that guy's a bum. Is he going to make the roster? No, that dude is the young roster. Of course, he's going to make the roster. And then he ended up showing out last year a little bit. And now he's in the middle of that lineup. I think Carmelo Anthony is going to get more minutes than we know. And
Look,
he's improved his three-point shooting over the last three seasons. He's
look.
37.
I've learned my lesson. I'm not gonna. I'm not. I'm Carmelo. I'm not betting against Carmelo Anthony anymore. I learned my lesson last time.
Yep.
Okay. I'm not. All right. Carmelo Anthony with the Portland. However, this is a good team. I don't know how much he'll do. Could he win 6 men in a year? I'm not quite sure. Um, I think he's there to get a ring. If they want, if they try to get a ring, to play with his buddy, to be like, hey, at least I play with them. I don't know. I think he's he's all right. I wish him all the well. I don't know how this team's gonna get through it. We saw last year injuries cost them to get pretty far in the playoffs. I think injuries might cost them again. They're old. They're very old. This team. I still go to the fact that The only reason why they won the championship 2 years ago is because they were in the bubble. Because they didn't have to travel. All you did was take a bus drive from the hotel down to the arena and back.
Okay, I give you that, and especially since you were there, I give you credit for that one.
I don't want to be there again. By the way, we have this guy. Frogs Gaming is saying 33 is old. So, in basketball, 33 is pretty old. I got to say, yeah.
I only challenge him and say, if it's LeBron, he's older than 33 and still plays like he's 27, 28. Dude, the 27, 28 ain't playing like him. And I'm not a LeBron fan. I'm just a realist. But I do have a question for you, Mr. Ellen Clipper. We know how great, not good, great, Paul George played in the postseason last year. Other than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, just a little bit of history. Who is your actual favorite Clipper player of all time and why?
Mine.
Yeah, I know we didn't speak about this before. I just wanted to put you on the spot.
Throw me on the spot. Well, I like I liked Darius Miles, right? I was a okay. I like this. I was a decent Blake fan. I mean, he was great. He dunks. He was a great dunker. I like that. But I like Danny Manning. That's my boy. Danny
Oh my
Manning. Okay, I like Danny Manning back in the day. So as far as this Clipper team goes, here,
PB,
huh?
PB,
Yeah, but
Mister, I'm gonna put you on the floor. PB.
yeah, I like Pete. Pat Bev is awesome. So I mean, the Clippers. It's gonna depend. Okay, Paul George needs to turn into Paul George of Indiana. Why Kawhi is out, Paul George needs to be the Paul George of Indiana. It's just his team. In new faces, new places. You got Eric Bledsoe coming in, but you got a full Serge Ibaka now. I mean, you got Serge,
I goof.
but
I
Paul
goof.
George needs to be the Indiana Paul George. What's your goof?
You
Hmm?
want him to break his leg on doing a dunk? No, I like this Paul George. I like Paul
Look,
George from OKC. I like this Paul George better than that Paul George.
I like Paul George that took the Indiana Pacers to the finals.
Yeah, against the big three.
He took them to the
He ain't got no
finals.
Roy Hibbert no more.
Okay, he got Ibaka.
Yeah, he got Sergeant Blanca. Okay, I'll give you that one. My
Okay,
goof,
he got a.
the organization. I was thinking about this at the time. I'm like, wait, is he there anymore? New places, new faces. Pat Bev is a Minnesota Timberwolf, and I forgot about this because they traded him so long ago. I kind of forgot.
Oh yeah, that's right. He ain't not even with us anymore.
Yeah. So Bledsoe, and I got to say about your Clippers, one guy that they gave him money. I have a feeling Terrence Mann may be way better than we even saw this postseason. I have a feeling he's better than the. He played really well for the Clippers, and we haven't even talked about Jackson yet.
Right, Terrence Manning. There goes that man. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Reggie Jackson. We didn't even talk about Luke Kennard. We haven't even talked about the Morris brother, Marcus Morris Sr.
yeah. The other
Okay,
one's where?
and also guess what? New places, new places. Justin Winslow, Justice Winslow.
Yeah, former.
Okay, former where? Former Heat. Okay, so we'll see what happens. They Nicholas Batum's back. So
Uh,
with him and so we have the squad to to be afloat before Kawhi gets back. Now there's rumors that he'll be back by Mid-season by the All-Star break, they're saying that he could possibly be back at the beginning of the playoffs. If it's the beginning of the playoffs, don't expect Kawhi back all year long.
Okay. Playoffs. Speaking of
Okay.
playoffs.
Speaking of which, he's a my
Oh, that's
Heat
my
for
man.
life over here.
That's my man right there. That's my man right there. Okay. That being said, give me your guaranteed. I'm not gonna pick championship. I'm gonna kind of change this up a little bit. Give me your 4 guaranteed playoff teams in each division, because we all know injuries is going to affect the bottom 4 and how they place and whether they make it or not. But who's guaranteed to go to the playoffs? 4 teams from each conference, and then I'll give you my 4 for each.
All right. Denver. Okay. That other team down the hall. Okay. Golden State Warriors. And I'll say I don't want to be a homer, so I'm not going to guarantee my team. But I'll give you I'll say a shocker and I'll say the Utah Jazz. Okay. Those are the 4 teams. I'm not going to be a homer and say my team. I won't put my team in it. All right.
To go ahead on the West with you, I'll co-sign, and not only will I co-sign Utah, I will guarantee Utah will finish first or second in the West this year.
Put some money on it.
Yeah, I'll put a case on it. Utah finished second last year. Mike Conley's healthy. The Spider is healthy. Rudy Gobert ain't going to change. Ain't going to score no points, but he's going to annoy a bunch of people trying to get in the lane. And then do we forget about the 6th man of the year? Dude's still there. I mean, Utah is not going to change. They're still going to be there. I just have a feeling they finally get that top spot.
Okay.
They will also beat the other team, the Lakers, in the season series too. They got too much shooting and they can't slow down or stop the spike. Okay. So
you want my
I got Utah on the top. I have the Clippers guaranteed to make the playoffs. I hold my reservation on the other team only because if they get hurt, that can get bad real quick because of their age, as you stated. So I can't guarantee them a playoff spot. I can guarantee the Clippers playoff spot. They're young, veteran, and old all at once. And then we didn't even mention your guy in the center. Like, I'm sorry, man. We got to mention him. You know, not Serge Ibaka, the other guy. The guy that won that nobody can pronounce his name right. And we all just give him a nickname.
Zubac.
There you go.
Zubac. Okay, so you're gonna give me the Clippers, and you're gonna give me the Utah Suns. Okay,
Suns. I'm guaranteed a playoff spot. I'll say not first like they did last year, but 5, yeah. And then I definitely agree with you on Denver, especially when Jamal Murray comes back. That's gonna be scary.
All right, it's gonna be a case between me and you, boy. You can take Utah for the number 1 seed. I'm gonna take Phoenix for the number 1 seed.
Make another case. They ain't getting no number 1 seed again. They'll be lucky if they get top 4.
I'm just saying. Put a case.
All right, that's
my case versus your.
Okay.
What? My case versus your case. My number 1 versus your number 1.
I bet another case that Phoenix won't be number 1 again.
Okay, fine. So you want 2. Your 2 versus my 1 case. That's fine. Would you like to know my East?
Yes.
All right. Atlanta makes playoffs.
No. That's probably what we'll go for the NBA. That's why they'll go for the NBA. What is it, the All-Star game? You know, but no, seriously.
Atlanta will make the playoffs. Possibly 8 seed.
Okay.
I'm not saying they're gonna. You didn't say top 4. I just say you said Atlanta.
All
right. Miami. We'll go ahead and throw in Chicago. Okay.
All right.
And the Pistons are my
Whoa.
sleeper team.
So you believe in Cunningham, huh?
I believe this team is young, but this team could possibly be 7 seed, maybe 8 seed, depending on where those two could flip. I'm not saying high, but they're young. They're
Okay.
not going to go far in the playoffs, but I think they could squeak into the playoffs.
I got you.
And and as far as my number 1 seed goes, it's the defending champion Milwaukee Bucks.
Hmm.
I don't like that team down in Brooklyn. It's too many issues going on with that team in Brooklyn. Right? Boston is going to be there, but who knows? Indiana ain't the Knicks. Orlando's rebuilding. Philadelphia issues there. We'll get to them in a bit. Toronto just got rid of their, I don't know. In Washington, D.C., I got a player in here should or should not be traded.
All right.
So that's why, I think Bucks 1, Miami 2 in the
Wow.
Eastern Conference. Going out there.
Okay.
Let me hear your 4. Let me hear your 4.
All right. My guaranteed 4 to make the postseason. The 2 or for me, just very, very obvious. Milwaukee and Miami. Okay. My other 2, definitely the Knicks. I like Brooklyn. I also like the Knicks. The Knicks will make the postseason. Yes, with that coach, with the addition of new places, new faces, they got Kemba. You just added Kemba to Derrick Rose. I hope Kemba gets all the way healthy because they didn't let him do it in Boston. Let Kemba get all the way healthy. Let D Rose run the point for a little while. You still got Julius. I said he was better than Elton Brand Randall as soon as
So
he
this
came
is
out.
you get they have R.J. Barrett,
Yep.
Alec Burks, Evan
Mm-hmm.
Fournier,
New faces, new
Taj
places.
Gibson,
Keep them going.
Quentin Grimes, Kevin Cox II, Miles McBride, Nerlens Noel, Emmanuel Quickly, Julius Randle, Mitchell
Man, you're quick.
Robinson, Derrick Rose, Luka Samyakic, Wayne Selden, Jericho Sims, Obi Thompson or Toppin, and Kemba Walker.
That
All
team
right.
is bad. You want to talk about
You want
young and old? There's no way they don't make the postseason. No way.
to okay. You put a case on the record. Who's going to have a better seed, Brooklyn or New York?
Brooklyn's going to get the number 1 seed in the East. They have
Yeah,
James
Brooklyn number 1
Harden
seed.
and Kevin Durant and the dude who just won a 3-point shooting contest, Harris. I'm not betting against Kevin Durant.
Even though they have issues. Okay, I get it. They got LaMarcus Aldridge. They got DeAndre Bimby. They got Bruce Brown, Jevin Carter, Nick Clayton, David Duke Jr., Durant, Kessler Edwards, Blake Griffin, James Harden, Joe Harris, Kyrie Irving, maybe
No.
James Johnson, Patty Mills, Paul Millsap, Deron Sharp, and Cam Thomas.
Okay, and Patty Mills is from New York? Come on, man. Come on. Guaranteed number 1 seed. Guaranteed.
Put a case on that on me.
I'll put a case on it. I'll put a case
Put
on
a
it.
case on it. I will take Milwaukee.
I'll put a case on that. Milwaukee ain't gonna get the number 1 seed. Not with Miami in that way.
So you have the Bucks, the defending champions, being 3 or lower.
I have them being third.
All right. That's why they play the games, folks. That's why they play the games. So
Yep.
games ain't win on paper, because if there was games were win on paper, you might as well put Brooklyn versus LA, the other team, LA team, in it. Down the hall versus the Nets. You might as well just place them now. Forget having a season. So
No, yes.
all right. So let's get how are your with a full team, the Nuggets,
Nice.
Nuggets, Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter, and the Joker. A full year this time. Not where are they this year?
You got to put them top 4.
Are they division winner?
I mean, if we're looking at divisions, let me take a look here real quick.
Who is in the background? That's your wife on the phone?
Yes, she is working.
Uh-oh.
You are not seen. We can hear you. You're talking. Adios mio. Folks, do not piss off the wife. She didn't understand that we were live. So, I'm sorry. Adios mio. Sorry, we try to be bilingual here, but we ain't trying to be bilingual here.
So do you put the Nuggets where in the division?
I'm trying to see. Hold on, it's not pulling. Okay, here we go. Standings. The division in the East. Where's the West? Boston, Brooklyn. Okay. Denver Nuggets, Minnesota Timberwolves, Portland Trailblazers, Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz are going to win that division by at least 3 games.
Okay.
Like, I don't even have to think about it because I have Utah.
The Utah finished 5 games above the Nuggets last year. I agree with you.
Did
they? They did. I have it right here.
Okay.
52 and 20 were the Utah Jazz. 47-25 were the Nuggets. It's going to be a little bit closer, but I do got Utah. I think Utah wins it by like 2 games. I'll give Nuggets 3 more games. I say with that full squad, the full team, buying injuries and everything, I think they get 3 more games. I think they do finish second in the division.
Okay,
right.
So we're going to assume Portland may be better. We're definitely assuming that Minnesota going to get worse. I don't know if Minnesota gets to 23 wins or unless, Big Cat gets traded to Miami or something like that.
Okay, but we'll stick with this division. My next question.
Okay.
Is Damian Lillard traded by the deadline?
No.
They keep him? Why?
He's not going to want to leave. He's one of those guys he's a homer. I know he's from Oakland, but there ain't no room for him in Golden State.
No, I'm just saying, they can get more for him now if they trade him now. Portland. You're not going anywhere. You can make the playoffs. You can make the playoffs possible. But you're not beating any of the big 3-4 teams in the West.
So
they're not beating Phoenix. They're not beating the other team down the hallway. Then maybe they beat the Clippers, depending on what Clipper team that is.
They'll beat Dallas.
And they're not beating Utah. The first four, those first four teams, they're not beating any of those teams. So why
Denver,
waste?
Utah, Phoenix, or the other team?
Correct.
No, they're not beating any of those four.
Right. So why keep him? To sell
Because he
tickets?
doesn't want to go.
But
He
gotta
had
go.
an opportunity to say, I want to be traded.
He needs to
He
go.
didn't do it.
He needs to go. He needs to go.
Now,
All right.
I think the reason why that is, now, we've all heard all speculations, and this is not out for the public yet. I don't have any correspondence, but I do have an idea that seemingly does make sense. Why would Portland pick up Lance? Larry Nance. Why would they pick up Larry Nance? More athleticism on the court. You're going to get rid of Joseph. Where do you get rid of Joseph? Joseph's going to be a part of a 4-man deal that goes to Washington next season. Okay, it's either going to happen on the deadline or it's going to happen next offseason.
So that's my next point. Was Bradley Beal? You see,
Bradley Beal will be a Portland Trailblazer, and he will be paired with CJ, and they're going to give away all their picks. He's going to get the scariest backcourt in the history of man. Look, we've been talking about basketball and the natural change of the game, right? There are no more centers. They're no longer going to play with one. But what you need is somebody athletic who is smart enough to understand the system. So this is where I'm going. They're going to get another small forward in the draft, okay? If they didn't get him already, because I don't remember who they drafted. They're going to get a small forward. You're going to get a guard and convert him to forward. This is going to be Bradley Beal. You're going to keep CJ McCollum. You're going to trade 4 or 5 players and 2 picks for Bradley Beal. Beal's going to go to Portland with CJ McCollum, and you're going to have a 3-guard system and 2 forwards. They're going to take that next step forward, which Golden State started. See, Golden State had 2 guards and basically 3 forwards but see, here's the thing. There's no team who's ever had 2 guards. I don't know how many times I've been doing it for years. I generally don't play my games with only 1 point guard on the floor. I need multiple ball handlers. CJ McCollum can handle the ball, but he's not your traditional point guard. But he does have point guard tendencies. He has a step back. He's a good free throw shooter, and he can facilitate. Guess what? Dame can do this too, and so can Bradley Beal. What you're going to need is an athletic forward who's going to be able to run the floor. This will be the fastest team in the league next year, and all 4 of those guys are going to be on the floor. Who the 5th guy is, I'm curious, because they don't need any more centers. I know the Rockets did it. The Rockets did it. They had Harden, they had Eric Gordon, and then they had James Harden. All those 3 started together, and it was successful. Chauncey Billups was the only guy who saw that could work in the NBA today. But you got to get the right forwards that are big enough to play in the paint and on the perimeter. There's only one team that's going to fit that criteria with Larry Nance Jr. That's the Portland Trailblazers.
Okay.
Bradley Beal in Portland makes sense if you run a new school offense. No more of these old school offenses, even though my favorite team is half and half. So we can play that way with 3 guards, Duncan, Butler, Lowry, or Hero, Duncan, Lowry. Either way, or Hero, Duncan, Butler. And Butler can guard 5s now because the 5s are naturally smaller. So you can actually kick Butler to the 5, start Duncan, Lowry, and Hero. and then Bam can play the 4 and the 5 because he can guard 3, 4s, and 5s. Look, my dream trade, I know this will never happen. Miami Heat, Pat Riley, if you are listening, get Mo Bamba from Orlando. Please. I want Mo Bamba in a Miami Heat universe.
No.
In the Miami Heat universe.
No.
In the Miami Heat universe.
No.
I want it.
No.
I don't think people can see Bam playing the 5. Can you understand that defense is unbeatable? Putting Mo Bamba, Bam, Butler, Lowry, and I mean, PJ Tucker can really play the 2.
It's not gonna happen.
Look, I know you're Orlando and that's your other squad, but I want Mo Bamba in Miami.
Mo Bamba is what the team builds around.
I understand. That's why I don't want them to have it.
They're gonna build around him. They're not gonna get rid of him.
As they should.
He's the star. He is the star in Orlando.
He was embarrassing folks in the preseason. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I want to see somebody trying to go and play in Orlando. I want to see it.
Okay, look. Will that young kid come back healthy this year? Isaac? Will Jonathan Isaac come back healthy this year? We shall see. Okay. They still got Carter Williams.
No. You're missing it. Who's the man in Orlando? Who is the reason why you said, oh, let's go ahead and let's trade the center. Let's get rid of all these pieces. They kept 3 guys.
Terrence Ross.
No. Cole Anthony is a man who plays point guard.
Right. I mean, I'm looking at the roster. They got Cole Anthony. They got Mo Bamba. They got Ingus I don't know, something. I can't pronounce that. Okay. Yes, I know they got Markelle Fultz.
Okay.
They got Wendell Carter.
He's the key. They were winning. They had the number 1 seed in the East. He got hurt. They went on a 9-game losing streak last year.
So do you have Orlando in one of your playoff teams?
No. Because they still need a scorer, not a shooter. 2 point guards and Mo Bamba. All you need is a scorer. Well, if you give them a 3rd guard in this new school offense, Mo Bamba can run the floor. He's 7'37". The dude blocks shots because of those long arms. I can touch the top of the daggone. They can touch the top of the backboard, and all he got to do is bunny hop.
Okay. I like Orlando.
Yeah, I do too. That's the scary part.
But I'm agreeing with you. I don't think they're in there yet. I think they miss it just outside my top 8. Okay, just outside my top 8.
They could make that 9. They're capable.
Okay. I mean, I think they finished 3rd in that division behind Atlanta.
Indiana's down.
Well, because you got in their division, they're in the Southeast Division with Atlanta, Miami, the Wizards, Charlotte, and the Magic. Depending on if the Wizards trade Bradley Beal or not,
they're going down either way.
They could possibly get up there to where they might finish 3rd. Now, can they finish 3rd and make a playoffs? No, I think Chicago makes the playoffs. Like I said, Detroit makes the playoffs. Okay, those are the teams I'm thinking. That's why I personally don't know if they'll just miss it.
Yeah, I got them just missing it too. But I will say this much: they will win more than 11 home games this year.
Oh yeah, I hope so.
And the difference, excuse me, the games difference was negative 9.3. That will improve just based on Mobamba now knowing that the team is his. He's going to play all out. He's going to get that contract and he's going to stay in Orlando. I just wish, I know this sounds funny, I wish it were Patrick Ewing coaching that team.
Well,
I like, for some reason, Patrick Ewing and Doc Rivers, when those two, for some reason, they get bigs and those bigs improve. Period. DeAndre Jordan, Dwight Howard. Oh yeah, Dwight Howard's a Hall of Famer. I mean, I could really go down the list. Joel Embiid never looked like this Joel Embiid before Doc Rivers got there. Kevin Garnett. Kendrick Perkins actually looked like a real NBA player with Doc Rivers. He didn't look like that with anybody else. I mean, there's just something about those two coaches and bigs. I'm waiting for Patrick Ewing to get back in the NBA. Part of me wants him to get a WNBA and see what he does with one of the bigs and women down there. But
all right. All right. All right, real quick before we end up wrapping this preview up, can I get a score for tonight's games? Do you have Milwaukee or the Nets? And I know you're taking the Warriors against that other team. So who are we taking? See, it's banner raising night. First time in franchise history, banner raising night.
all right, let me go back here. So I got Brooklyn at Milwaukee.
Yep. Banner raising night. Ring ceremony. Getting your rings. Raising the banner.
131-133 Brooklyn in the open, and Kevin Durant finally gets his game winner. So I'll call that.
I got Brooklyn too. I got Brooklyn. 120, 110. I think the curse of banner night always somehow comes back to bite the home team up because it's a longer opening. So you're cold, you got rings, it's a lot of distractions. You want your ring, you want the banner raising. Brooklyn should win this game by at least 10. Now, tonight, I'm going to go with the guy. We hadn't even talked about this. We spent 53 minutes so far in the
and
NBA
nothing about new
and
place,
nothing about this team. Not just new faces, new places. How old faces coming back to this team.
The best two guard in the NBA, apparently now, since everybody says it's Harden, but if you don't play defense, you can't be the best anything. So we can get Harden out of that subject.
This team,
Clay,
is going to beat that team down the hall.
Golden State will beat LA, and it won't even be close. They're going to win by like 14 to 17 points.
I'm
Steph
calling
coming
it
out
right now. 130. 130 to 104.
And 40 of those will be by Steph.
In a rout. Klay Thompson, 20 points.
Actually, is he returning for game one?
Is he in for tonight? Is he playing tonight? If he does, 20 points.
Oh, wow, that's a close line. They got matchup predictor by Power Index indicates that 51% of people have picked Golden State. That's close. Where is the roster for build your lineup? No. He's not on the injury report.
Klay Thompson is playing, buddy. Klay
I
Thompson's
thought they were
good.
going to give him a couple weeks, but okay.
No, season's brand new. They give him a year.
Yeah,
Book it.
that's dangerous.
Book it.
That is dangerous.
That team, when I wake up in the morning, because I won't be watching this game. I may watch it maybe a quarter. I may maybe
I'll
I
be
maybe I,
watching.
maybe I'll squeeze a quarter in. But when I wake up in the morning, Lakers, the other team down the street, down the hall, will be 0-1.
Oh, yeah. Can we just remember the last time it was Clay, Draymond, and Steph? Did they win 72 games together? I mean, I'm just saying, in a regular season,
Yeah.
when them three was together, the last time without any Kevin Durant distractions,
They
and
went
then you had
seven.
Andrew Wiggins,
They
who
went
looked like he could play for
70.
you.
Did they go? Was that the 70-3 19? 73 and
Oh yeah,
19?
73. They won 73-9. My bad. Bulls were 72-10. Brother be
They went
slipping.
73-9 and almost won the championship.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. Join us tomorrow as we preview an exciting and recap of the NFL season. We'll be on tomorrow a little bit later on Twitch and Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Coastal Bros Football Edition. Check us out, Sports Daddy TV on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, Twitter. On YouTube right now, I just dropped a MLB Championship Series. What's going on? Recap and what's to look forward to in that. For There Goes the No Hitter. Joey in the Car with Joey 2 Wallets will be coming out soon. He's got his Unfortunates out there, season episode number 3. And we still got Daddy versus Daughter picks will be dropping Thursday. Looking forward to seeing who wins those belts.
And Sports Daddy TV presents it all, baby.
Sports Daddy TV presents, and we might have something else special maybe in a couple weeks. Give it a couple weeks. We might be bringing something out. So, once again, thank you very much for everybody that has been watching. You can also, if you missed any of the show, you could go back and listen to it on, like I said, YouTube, Twitch, videos on demand all day, every day. So, have a good one. Enjoy your NBA season. It kicks off tonight.
Tonight, baby. Tonight, baby.
We will try to sprinkle in a little more NBA here and there. But we wanted to get a nice, good NBA show for the first season for the game.
Oh, yeah.
So,
with plenty more to come.
Plenty more. So, for Big Chief Daddy, Joey 2 Wallets, have a good one. See you guys later. Go Clippers. Go Heat.
Go
Could
Warriors.
This be Go Warriors. I would love a Clipper Heat NBA final. Sports Daddy TV final would be nice. Don't know if we'll get that this year, but what's one thing we're waiting for?
Can you imagine? This versus that?
Yes, I can imagine. I'm hoping. Still hoping. Fingers crossed. Enjoy the games, folks. We'll talk to you later. See you later. Bye.
All right.